So the inspiration behind this song is my fiance.
Okay.
He's such a great man. He, like, as an artist.
So you put a ring on it? Show us the ring, baby girl. Show us the ring. Oh, what's that?
Where we at today? VP.
It's International Women's Month, and in the spirit of International Women's Month, after International Women's Day, we have our first female host, the one and only Jessie Simmons.
Round of applause.
So Jessie, welcome to the show. Welcome to Straight Facts.
Thank you.
Now, what got you first into music? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Actually, before you get, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jessie Simmons. I am from Ottawa. I'm Haitian, most importantly. I do Zouk, Kompa. I do Afrobeats, R&B. And yeah, I'm a songwriter too.
So what first got you into music?
My mom, she forced me to sing in church. Like, legit, she forced me. I didn't want to sing before. I hated it. And then I guess I just found my place in music as I just kept doing it.
That's pretty funny. So would your mom be the person who inspired you when it comes to making music?
You know, yeah, I can definitely say that she's the one that inspired me because, like, since I was like 4 years old, like, I've been singing like in different churches. I sang at Église Adventiste. I sang at different Haitian groups as well, like in the gospel industry, Ottawa and Montreal. So it's like, if it wasn't for my mom, honestly, for real, I wouldn't be doing music. For real.
That's good. With that being said, what's your creative process like?
I don't feel like I have one. But if I do, I'd say that if I'm really feeling a song and I want to do something that sounds similar, but like in my own style type of thing, I try to like write something to it. Like one of my songs is called Loyalty. It's on my upcoming album. I was listening to Va dire à ton ex de Daju, where he was just saying, you know, like, tell your ex, you know, like, he ain't shit, whatever, you know? And I wrote a song like, you know, you ain't shit, basically. Yeah. So, and like my creative process is like I get the beat from my producer and then I go to the studio, I record my melodies. And then my producer, Sanon, he kind of like builds and like he just like makes the song up for me. And then from there I go home and then I write the song, and like I have like a songwriting team, so I write with Era, I write with Doresa, I like, you know, different people, because I feel like music is not just meant to be like, that's the only group project I like doing, music, you know what I'm saying? So like that's how we do it.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty interesting.
Who are you in the group project? Are you the person who like just doesn't show up and it's always in the club and like partying, and then like when Monday shows up you just show up to the presentation and everyone's got the notes ready for you? Or are you that person who like you're doing that like Sunday at midnight doing the last minute edit corrections to make sure everything's on point?
Honestly, in school, first and second year, that was me low key. But music is different. Like, it's my poem. It's my everything. So for that, it's like I just do all of it. It's, if anything, it was hard for me at first to allow myself to work with other people. So the fact that I realized how like two minds are better than one. So for that, it's like, I'm telling you, I hate group projects. That's the only.
So you were that person that showed up on Monday after everyone did all that work, and you're like,
exactly.
Throw out your work. Here's what you're
submitting.
Here's what you're submitting. You're submitting this. You're submitting this. You're submitting this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
exactly.
I respect that.
There's nothing wrong with delegation.
I respect that.
And on that note, like you said that your best work is like when you work collaboratively. What would you say makes you the best as an artist? Is it when you're talking about through your pain? Or is it talking about emotion? Like, what gets your creative juices flowing?
Definitely tapping to my reality has allowed me to evolve so much as an artist. I used to play it safe a lot, and then I realized like what I go through in my life, somebody is gonna like also relate to it. So I just allowed myself to just tap into that creative process of mine to just speak on it. Whatever it is I'm going through, if I'm feeling it, like I write all the time now, so that's how I do it.
So when you drop your lemonade, then your man's gonna be kind of looking at you like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Honestly, my project, like there's a shift. Like it starts where it's like, you know, okay, cool, love, 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 and then it goes, you know, man ain't shit, da 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 da, and then it comes back to like, okay, there's still hope. So because like there was so much that I wanted to say that I didn't, and I just felt like my project is gonna say it all. and there's like a bit of everything. Like people in the city, they know me more as like a Haitian artist, but it's like I'm very versatile. With this project, it's like I owe it to myself to do like the zouk and the kompa, but I'm getting into like R&B, like dancehall, Afrobeats. Like I'm doing it all. So it'll be dope.
So basically, you're testing yourself. You're letting the people know that you're more than just what you
Exactly.
think. You're not just a package.
Exactly.
You have options.
You're showcasing.
I have all that and then some. Period.
Okay. That's straight facts right there. Man. That's cool.
So how did your style evolve from the beginning?
I guess like when I got to high school, like I joined like the musical, and it's like I was singing a lot, but it didn't really.
So when you started high school, so like last year?
No, I don't. Let's not talk about how long that was ago. But it's been a minute. But like in high school, like I used to sing, like, you know, everybody in the city, they do like hip hop or R&B, and I just felt like, yeah, like I love hip hop R&B, but I didn't really find myself in it. So it was really after the earthquake in 2010 where somebody introduced me to Zouk officially, and I felt there was like the magic that I felt inside of me, everything. I was like, I think this is what I want to do. So it's like, I don't care that everybody's doing hip hop and R&B. I want to do like Zouk. I want to do kompa. I want to show love to my culture.
Yeah, you express yourself and show love to your culture, which
Yeah,
is a good thing.
exactly. Yeah.
With that being said, though, with evolution, your whole progress with your style, what's the biggest problem that you've had to encounter on your journey for music?
The fact that I am a Black woman in the music industry that I am pursuing, it's very difficult. It's very male dominated. There's no respect. Like men always think that, well, not y'all, but I'm just saying, like, you know, in the music industry, it's like, oh, I can do this for you, but what can you do for me? And it's always physical, always. So it's like, you know, it's like you really have to be smart as a woman, because unfortunately a lot of women get used and they don't go very far, or maybe they do.
Yeah.
You know, that's dumb. But like I've experienced that. Like I've turned down big producers in the Haitian music industry just because like the conversation went left for no reason.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that. You know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I am somebody's daughter, and you know, I was raised better than that. And it's like, as much as I love music, what's meant for me will come to me without me having to like lose my value going towards it.
And that's why you gotta speak on it, right?
Period.
Obviously, we thought this.
Period.
Exactly.
Okay, and as a female artist, like, would you say, like, other female artists that you've encountered, is there like a unity? Like, because at the end of the day, you're saying you're fighting adversity, right? You're saying it's pretty male dominant. I wanted to know, is like, are there contemporaries on your platform, are they working towards helping you, or is it like everyone's thinking about how they can shine and get their own hit? Like, I just want to know, how's that type of culture?
That's actually a really good question. Honestly, for me personally, there's a lot of unity with the women in music. Like for me, there's not much women in the city that does like the zouk and the kompa, but like I've gotten a lot of love, surprisingly, and I was not expecting that. Like I made the zouk and the kompa. It wasn't even for Ottawa. It was really to go above that, and the fact that I still got a lot of love, especially from women, and like I feel like us like helping each other, even if it's like she does like R&B, she does country music, but the fact that we all have something that we can all help each other out to move forward, to me that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of sisters in the music industry, like Magdala, Gina Titus, Rendara, Amanda Lowe, Era. Like these are all women that like they're doing major moves in the city, and it's like we're always showing each other love. We're always pushing, and like it's like, yo, you know what, I think you should do this better. Like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like I'm not afraid to let them know how I feel, vice versa. And I think that's important, because people are telling you, oh, that was a good song, that was a good song, but you know, you'll never hear that one be like, you know, this was a good song, but I know you could do better type of thing. You know, like we need to hear that. So
It's important.
Okay, no, it's good. It's important because at the end of the day, everybody that's trying to eat, you know, so it's
exactly,
like,
we're all trying to eat.
there's a big piece of pie, you know, everybody can get theirs. Ain't that right, VP?
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice that I got was from Felicia Ross in October.
Tracy Ellis Ross?
No, Felicia Ross. She's
Alicia.
She's a Haitian singer
Okay.
from New York. I asked her, I'm like, what's an advice you can give to somebody that's up and coming? And she was like, honestly, my love, she's like, all you need is the internet. especially with the pandemic, that's what it showed us, that we just need the internet, and your music can go very much so far. And that's really true, because I'm here in Ottawa, you know, local artists, but my music is being played in France, it's being played in Haiti. So like these are like, my music traveled because of the internet. So I'm really grateful for that.
You have a bigger audience than you expected.
Way bigger audience than I expected. Because like, you know, it's like, it's a risk doing like Haitian music, you know, because it's like, if you're not like the bigger bands, like, you know, like Class or like Fnaf Rich and all that stuff, like nobody really cares what you have to say, you know what I'm saying?
Felipe Fargo.
Exactly. So it's like, so like the fact that like what I'm doing is like I sing in French, Creole, and English because I want to take the Haitian music that I do with my culture and just like, you know, introduce it to different generations and make it more diverse, make it like I want Kompa to be just as big as Afrobeat.
Alright. And that's good though, because listen, right now, like you said, internet helped you. It's gonna help you travel, right? And you got young girls looking up and seeing like, hey, what can I do? I want to know about my culture, because not everyone's born in Haiti, right? So it's like,
I wasn't
if you're born in another country.
Not everyone is born in Haiti?
No, not everyone's born in Haiti, man.
Jeez, hold on.
Don't kill me.
What's the problem, man?
Hey, man, it is what it is. What accomplishments do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
I want to release more projects. I want to go on tour beyond Ottawa, and like I want to, like in the States, I want to like go on tour in Haiti. I'd love to go to Africa to like with my music. I'd love to collaborate with.
Where in Africa?
That's important.
Where in
Let
Africa?
the viewers know.
I mean, like, you know, just out of curiosity, because I mean, like, just to clarify, and I just want to, only reason I want to clarify is because it's like saying, you know, like, I want to go to like Europe-Asia, to Eurasia, because like Europe-Asia, right? It's like saying I want to go to Europe-Asia, like, oh, Europe-Asia, like, where do you want to go? You want to go to Kazakhstan? You know what I mean? Like, you want to go to like Georgia? You want to go to Maldives? You want to go to Ukraine? You want to go to like Italy, right? So like, I mean, or were you looking to just hopefully get your sound into the continent and see where it can kind of like really kind of resonate? Like
my music right now, it is in Africa, but I wanna push more. I wanna do more. So I'd love to go to Senegal because my second family, that's where they're from, and like the food, the culture, everything is dope. My best friend, she's from Congo. I want to go to Congo. I want to go to Rwanda. I'd love to go to Nigeria because I feel like that's where the best Afro beats come out. And I would love to just explore Africa and just see what my music can do there too.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I know you're mentioning, so that was for the next 5 years, but you mentioned earlier that you had a project that you were working on.
Yes,
Tell us about that.
I have been working on this project for almost over 2 years now. And like, it's only 8 songs, but that just shows you being a woman in the music industry where it's like, they don't take you seriously, so things are moving slow. I move fast, but it's like people are not moving at the same tempo as me. But anyways, it's almost done, and it's set to come out this year for sure. This album, again, like, people will definitely get to know me more as an artist, because if you listen to my music, you'll see that like I've been playing it safe. My last single, like I really like, it was very, very personal to me. But with this project, like I'm giving my all in it. So it took time, but I'm really, really excited to share this project with everybody.
Okay, and I got a question for you. So like, and I enjoy your spirit. Your spirit is lively. It's definitely what we need in this world today.
Thank you.
How do you deal with like when people don't like your stuff? Like especially we're in a world for social media where we have people that like body shame, they just like write type of comments, all disrespectful things just for a moment of fame or clarity, or just to make you feel bad for no reason. Like as an artist, how do you deal with that? Like, especially if you release a single that you might like, but the people are not feeling it, or they're liking it, but they're saying so many derogatory words. Like, how do you deal with that type of adversity?
I feel like the internet is such a toxic place, and if you don't have the right mindset to actually move forward in life, those type of stuff will get to you. Mm-hmm. As an artist, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. So it's like, for myself, again, it's like, I could have gone the safe route, do R&B like everybody else, but I didn't see myself in that. I didn't identify with that. So the fact that I did Zouk, and like I know the city is definitely not Zouk and Kompa, I didn't care because again, like that's my focus is not to cater to the auto community. I'm going above and beyond that for the Haitian community. You know what I mean? So with that, like I had like a little encounter where like they didn't like my music because I did Zouk, and then like it low key got to me. But when I sat down, I really thought about it. And I'm like, okay, but they don't listen to Zouk, so why would I care? You know what I mean? It's like you don't like it, somebody else does. Period. You know. So it's like I had to remind myself that because like I felt salty, and like I wanted to prove a point. They did apologize because they saw me perform, but still, I was like, you know, you got to move forward. You got to move forward.
That's like fuel for motivation. Like you need that type of stuff to sometimes push you to the edge.
Exactly.
Because sometimes if you think you have a gift but nobody stomps on it, you don't really know what you got till you decide to fight for it, right?
Exactly. That was really nice. That was nice. Yeah, for sure.
So, man's like Zo. Man's like Zo. Philosophy. Hey, look at him.
Yeah, listen,
Scholar.
everybody eats, right? That's what we're about, man. It's a collaboration, like she says, man. Music, sports, everything. Everybody wants to work together. That's what we're trying to do.
Hey, I just want to give a big thank you to our first female guest on Straight Facts, Jessie Simmons. It's always great to have you.
And please let the world know where they can find your music and all that stuff.
You can follow me on all streaming platforms, Jessie Simmons XO. Stream my music. I just dropped a single.
How do you spell Jessie Simmons? Because some people spell that funny, you know?
They really do. It's JESSIESIMMONS. And then XO. You can find my music everywhere. I released a song called Plus Jamais Seul. It dropped last month, so you guys can definitely stream that. Keep pushing it because that's like the song that I released. Well, before that I was independent, and now I'm like back with a label, so see how it goes. So I need y'all to push that, please.
Let's go. We got you.
Let's go. That's
Thank
Straight
you.
Facts.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Jessie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then you just tell me what what's your answer, and give us your thoughts because we want to know more about you, and you're a very good artist for the city of Ottawa. And without further ado, let me ask you this: tell us about your latest single. Right, it's called Plus Jamais, right, in French.
Plus Jamais Seul. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I wrote the song with Era. Shout out to Era. It's produced by DPM. I really just wanted to do a Kompa song because I feel like every time I ask a producer for a Kompa beat, they give me like a Kompa Nintendo. Like it's just.
What do you mean by Kompa Nintendo?
J'entendais là. Kompa Nintendo.
Just.
It's not giving.
It doesn't sound
It's not
authentic?
hitting. It's not hitting. You know what I'm saying? And like me personally as an artist, I love instruments. You know what I'm saying? So if I ask you for a Kompa, I want to hear instruments. And it's like they would give me like just like. Let's just say it, whack ass beats, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wasn't feeling it. So when I told this producer, I'm like, I want a Kompa beat. The same beat you gave to a guy, I want that for me. So when
And you did mention that when you requested the beat.
Yeah, and he understood the assignment, and the beat is dope. So shout out to DPM.
Right.
And then I wrote the song with Era. He's a dope poet, dope artist, and we wrote the song and. Then went to Montreal, we recorded it, and then Magnell, he's a guitarist in Montreal, he added some guitars to it, like perfect touch, like Maggie and like your food type of thing, like
No, I love my Maggie spices, can't go wrong with
that. You know what
that.
I'm saying? So like it was good, and then so obviously it was like it's my first French song.
Is it?
Yeah, because I sing in English.
So hold up, French is your first language, correct?
Yeah, it is, but like.
So how is that your first French song? Why did it take so long?
After high school, honestly, because you were like terrorized to speak in French in high school.
Yes.
So like when I got that freedom, that I didn't have to speak French anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You just
so
went
like
wild.
it just flowed in English. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I need to try to sing a song in French because like some of my friends were like, Yo, Jessie, if you do a song in like French or Creole, you don't realize how much like further your song will go. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me try it. So my French is really bad now, writing wise. So I link up with Erin. I'm like, yo, let's do a song in French. So she actually sent me the song idea, and she's like, this is the song that I have. She's like, this idea that I have. Let's go from there.
Right.
And that's where we are. And like the song is really great. Like I think like an Automare project, I think it's my favorite one.
Well, maybe you're a mind reader. I was actually gonna ask you about your project, like more in details, like. What was the inspiration behind the song, right? You said you work with other artists and other songwriters on the song. So like, what inspired you when it was time for you to give your work your creative side?
So the inspiration behind this song is my fiance.
Okay.
He's such a great man. He, like, as an artist.
So you put a ring on it? Show us the ring, baby girl. Show us the ring. Oh, it's that. Very nice. Very nice. Go ahead. Keep going.
I just feel like as an artist, or just when you're pursuing something in life, period, if your partner doesn't support you, it makes it very difficult.
Very true.
Very, very difficult to move forward. And this is like the first person I had in my life that like literally support me above everything and beyond. Like one time I had a show in Ottawa and the same night I had a show in Montreal, and I'm like, how am I gonna do it? And he was like, we're gonna do both shows. So like I did my show, it was like 8 o'clock and I was done, and he was like, hey, we're driving to Montreal. He drove me to Montreal to my show, I got there on time. So it's like, that's the type of support that I need. Somebody that like, that's present, that knows that the sacrifices I have to make as an artist. You know what I mean? So
All-star
it's like,
hubby right there.
exactly. Oh, he's amazing. So it's like, it was just
You
like,
better. The camera's rolling. No, I'm just playing.
so, you know, like just thinking about it, I was like, you know, like it was like, this is like a very genuine song. Like I wrote this song like from my heart. Like, then he deserved that type of worship, you know? So.
Well, it's very dear to your heart, this song. So where would it rank, right? In terms of all your songs, all your project, catalog?
I want to say number one.
Number one.
Yeah, I want to say number
So
one.
your first friend song, you're putting it number one?
Yep, I'm putting
You
it
gotta
number
defend
one.
yourself right now. Why is that?
Because out of all the songs that I've released, I don't think they were like as authentic as this one. Like this one, for real, it's like
You felt it.
people really got to know me in this, like vocally, lyrically, like everything. Like this song, for real, like it's my true artist self. So I like, no doubt it's my number one song.
Well,
for now.
When you say it, I believe it. And what should we be looking for next?
Okay, like I said, my project is dropping, so like look out for it. It has a bit of everything on it, and like I worked really hard on it, so and I cannot wait to drop this. It's gonna make noise because I have like, you know, the R&B dance hall, I have Afrobeats, and my Afrobeat is crazy. And I've been working with like Jeff San, I've been working with DPM.
I know Jeff San is very good.
You like, shout out to Jeff. Like honestly, if I'm here, if where I'm at today is because of Jeff. Jeff gave me my first song. He didn't have to.
Right.
He gave me my first song, and like
For free, no charge. Just I believe in you.
He believed in me, and that's who Jeff is. Jeff literally, like when he sees something, he's gonna do everything that he can in his power to push you.
And where can we find Jeff online?
Jeff Sanon everywhere. Follow him, stream his music. He wants to retire so bad. Don't let him. Please stream his music. He wants to be a producer so bad.
Well, we need more people like Jeff around the National Capital Region, right?
Period.
I mean, it's just what we need, right? There's not enough of, you know, creative minds. And, you know, I just have a little curveball I want to throw you. Like, I looked at your song Puis Jamais online.
Yeah.
And I seen it was on the platform with 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
How does an Ottawa artist land on a 1.1 million subscriber niche market like Kompa on YouTube?
Honestly, you have to network, a lot of network. You have to sell yourself. And like I've been talking to these people for years, and I'm like, yo, listen.
But for years you've been trying to like.
For years I've been trying to get on that, you know. So it's like it's unfortunately it's who you know.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's who you know. And the fact that I know that what I'm doing is good. So it's like, you know, I'm like, take a chance on me. You'll see that like what I'm doing is actually good. You know, it's like I know how to sing, and it's like, but I decided to do the Haitian music. So that's really what it is. And God, honestly.
Hey, with God, what is there? Without God, what is there? Did I say right? That's the straight facts. It's a rap courtesy and TBI Media. Go ahead and give us a follow online. Thank you, Jessie.
Thank you.
Hello, Jessie.
Hi.
So we're back at it here with this segment called Finish the Sentence, right?
Okay.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
There's going to be a sentence. There's going to be something missing at the end.
Okay.
Finish it.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing I do in the morning is
Open my eyes.
sounds
And then I check my phone.
very.
I always check my phone, yeah.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
And I try not to though, because it's actually really bad. It's a bad habit.
Well, you know, a lot of blue light in the morning.
Fast.
But you do you. The last thing I do before I go to bed is.
I look back on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look back on the day, pray, meditate, go to sleep.
You meditation as well?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Okay. I always keep
my phone on me.
Of course. You mentioned it for the last 3 questions. You're very weird. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, my favorite thing about Ottawa is.
What is my favorite thing about Ottawa? Okay, I'll just say Paper Bowl because she does amazing greeting cards. Go support her. Love her.
You want to go ahead and give her Instagram maybe to the page?
It's Paper Bowl.
It's Cassandra that does that.
Yeah,
right?
Cassandra.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Just
her
write
page.
people, you'll find us. Just write people, you'll find it.
Go creep Jessie on Instagram, you'll find it.
You'll find
it. Okay. The most important thing to me is
family.
family.
Yeah.
You're a family person.
Yeah, I love my family. That's they're my everything.
That's big. What do we have if it's not family? You know, this pandemic, that's what it showed us, right?
Exactly. If anything that this pandemic shows us, if anything, it shows that you need to value the people that are around you that you love the most, because people are just dropping left and right. So love your people while they're still here, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. Shout out to my man VP. So, let me ask you this. To me, a good day is?
Any day above the ground is a great day.
You're an optimist.
Yep.
As long as you wake up,
I
you're good.
try to be. I'm not gonna lie. I try to be.
You try to be?
Yeah.
This stuff sometimes. Okay, you the artist, so we got a studio question, of course.
Okay.
In the studio, I've always got to, or like Zoe would say, gots to.
I always gotta vocalize, because you can't be going to the studio unprepared, you know. So I always need like a 30 minutes of just like
warm
vocalize.
up.
Yeah, warm up.
Basically, like vocal stretching.
Yeah.
Get out your system.
Get out your system.
Yep.
Vocal stretching. That's right. One thing I'm always wearing is. Oh, tell me your phone.
I'm always wearing black. I wear black a lot. It's a safe
lot?
color. It's a safe color.
It is a safe color.
Funeral,
It is a safe color.
Funeral.
It is always good, right? Every day's a funeral, right?
Every day.
Yeah, you're wearing black. I'm wearing black. What are the odds? I
love music with everything that I have in me. Every fiber, I love music.
I hate
fake people. I almost said fake ass bitches, but
We're done with them fake ass bitches, man. False flaggers, take the route. We're done with y'all, man. What else?
I hate coconut because I'm allergic.
That's it.
Yes, I am allergic to coconut. I know.
You don't like
listen,
coconut?
Listen.
Okay, hold on. You're allergic to coconut?
Yo, it was a sad ass story, okay? It was an embarrassing story.
What happened? You might as well share it to the world. Go ahead.
I didn't speak Creole before, so I went to Haiti and they were like, "You want cocoa?"
They beat that.
Like,
They beat you up so hard. They told you learn that Creole, goddammit, or else you ain't going back to
After my
freaking.
experience, I need to learn how to speak Creole, because like I went to Haiti and like your
How old
parents
were
tell
you?
I was 4 or 5. And like when they tell you like when somebody gives you something, like especially if you know the person, like parfait maladie, you know, like you have to take it. And so I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
So you want cocoyer, and I know what that was. I'm like, yeah, sure. So they like shove in my mouth. I drank it, and then next thing you know, my face is swollen.
Yeesh.
These Haitians are like laughing at me. What's wrong with this Canadian child? Da da da. And I had to be rushed to the hospital. It was a very embarrassing.
My goodness.
It was a sad.
Well, I would hate that if it did that to me too.
Yo.
I'm scared of.
I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of. I'm honestly scared of almost everything. Honestly, like I'm a scaredy cat.
Back at home.
I'm scared of everything. Like I swear that I'm gangster, but I'm not. I'm scared of everything. So.
You know what? It takes a lot of pride to admit to this, right? Isn't that right, Jessie?
Yeah.
Okay, so give us a little surprise here. People would be surprised to know
I'm a really shy person.
you're a shy
I'm
person.
very shy.
You're a shy person.
I'm a very.
You don't strike to me as a shy person.
Very shy person. Like if I don't have to talk to you, I will not talk to you.
Mhm.
If I don't have to be.
You're very strategic with who you're gonna open your mouth to.
If I don't have to be
Like in
Jessie
terms of, like,
Simmons, I don't talk to nobody. Like
Yeah.
I mind my business. That's
Yeah.
I'm really shy.
Well, you know what? It is what it is, right? If I could choose my last meal on earth, it would be you're on death row. What are you eating?
Mac and cheese from the south, lemon pepper wings, ribs made the Haitian way,
Of course.
and a cheese powder.
A cheese platter.
I love cheese.
75% is okay.
So we need an information.
He's gonna hate cheese powder is a shit. Thank you.
And that's straight facts. On that, do not add anything. Okay, so if you could meet your 13-year-old self, what would she think of you right now?
That I'm the shit. Because I worked hard to be where I'm at today. You know? Like, for myself, like, I had to think about it the other day where it's like, I didn't think I was doing much, but I really sat down. I'm like, yo, no, Jessie, like, you that bitch for real. Like, you actually doing things in the city. So it's just, I would tell her to just keep going. Like, be patient, keep going, you'll get there. You know, so yeah.
100%. I've seen your grind, so
thank you.
Hard work pays off, and there's no shortcut to success. That's the fact. The most exciting thing. Okay, no. What should we look forward in terms of your projects in 2022?
You know, I'm dropping an album. I'm working on music videos. I'm gonna be collaborating with different artists, like Richie J from Montreal. He's dropping an album in May, and I'm on there. I have a few different artists on my project. They're mostly from Montreal, and I have Jeff Sanon on there. Like there was no way I was not gonna have Jeff on there. I forced him to be on it, and yeah, just look out for more stuff. I'm trying to get back to performing because I used to do that a lot, and it's just weird with this whole pandemic thing. So honestly, just look out for me. Follow me on streaming platforms and like social media, everything, and like, you know, keep up with me.
We sure will, Jessie. And I'll end this with this. If you could work with one artist in the world, okay, alive, all right, who would it be? You have one answer.
In the world?
Riri.
You know what?
Riri.
I love In Vogue.
In Vogue?
In Vogue,
In Vogue
is
your
my
answer?
all-time favorite group.
Why is that?
That's when I knew I loved singing. Just like the emotion, especially like Don't Let Go. I first heard it on Set It Off.
Set it off!
Yeah. Shout out to Set It Off.
Set it off!
Set It Off. It's funny enough, I watched it literally 2 weeks ago again.
It's a dope movie. Like, that's one movie that I will never be tired watching over and over again. Like, it's such an amazing, it's a masterpiece for me, you know? So when I heard Don't Let Go, and like, it got to me. Like, my heart was like, and I'm like, yeah. So then when I started singing, I was like, yeah, I like this. I want to do this too. And like the harmonies, everything, like they're just killing it. And they still are. Like, they're still like killing it. So honestly, In Vogue, if I could, anywhere in the world, it would be In Vogue.
Well, Jessie, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Let the viewers know again, where can we find your music and anybody affiliated to you?
Okay, you can follow me on all streaming platforms. It's Jessie Simmons XO. You can stream my music. I released a song last month, so stream that. Jessie Simmons everywhere, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all of it. I am there. I want to give a shout out to Era. She's my co-songwriter. Jeff, without him, would not be where I'm at today. Shout out to Goodlife. Shout out to all my friends, DBG. Who else is affiliated to me? On the spot, sick of you don't even know who to say.
Well,
if you know that I love you, so period.